Burial Ground is one of the oldest historic sites in Boston, dating from 1660. The burial ground was named after the 12,000 bushel grain storage building that was once next to the burial ground. The Park Street Church now stands where the Granary used to be. There are over 5,000 people buried here, but only 2,300 tombstones. In some places in the burial ground, 20 people are buried to one gravestone with one name on it. Families can also be buried here with one name. Of the 5,000 people buried here, many American Revolution heroes are buried here as well. Some are John Hancock, Sam Adams, Paul Revere, Crispus Attucks, Robert Treat Paine, and Mother Goose. Massachusetts governors and mayors are also buried here. Ben Franklin's parents are also buried here too, under a 25-foot obelisk. Many people think that Ben Franklin is buried here too, though it's only his parents. The Granary Burial Ground used to be part of the Boston Common, and is also known as the Westminster Abbey of Boston. Biography of Paul Revere. Paul Revere was a famous silversmith in the city of Boston. He worked with his father in the silversmith business, starting young, but being the oldest of his siblings in his family. At age 19, his father died, leaving his business and his mother and siblings to look after. A few years later, he had a family of his own. Later, he made his own silversmith business and helped in warning the colonists about the British. Paul Revere set up lanterns on the night of his famous ride to Lexington and Concord to warn the colonists about the approaching of the British. Paul Revere also took place in the Boston Tea Party. Biography of Sam Adams. Sam Adams was a big part of the American Revolution. He graduated from Harvard in 1740 and then left his family business for Tune. He founded the Committee of Correspondence and was the leader of the Sons of Liberty. Sam Adams also helped formulate resistance to the Stamp Act and sign the Declaration of Independence. The story and biography of Mother Goose. The original Mother Goose was Mary Ballston, who married Isaac Goose that had 10 children. After Mary Goose died, Isaac married Elizabeth Foster and had 6 children. One of their kids was named Elizabeth. Thomas Fleet then married Isaac and Elizabeth's daughter, Elizabeth. That made Elizabeth Foster Goose a grandmother. There were 3 Mother Gooses: Mary Ballston Goose, Elizabeth Foster Goose, and Elizabeth Goose, Elizabeth Foster Goose's daughter. Biography of John Hancock. John Hancock was an 18th century merchant and the president of the Continental Congress. He graduated from Harvard in 1754, then went to work with his uncle in his trading business. When he was older, he created a very wealthy trading business. John Hancock was the first signer of the Declaration of Independence and organized protests during the Tea Act.